Yeah,
Um,
I will say technology, the greatest thing. I know some people may say that it's not, but me growing up on it, it's just
oh,
so much can be done.
look, there's
And
so many things in life like that that are either they're either the best thing ever or they're poison. I mean,
yeah,
it's just you know that was something that got me thinking about you saying learning and traveling and do you need to go somewhere else to make your life. I think as long as you have the tools inherent to
yeah,
and success is a
it's
hard
a
concept,
yeah,
but to realize, to give you hope and happiness and all the things that we're
yeah,
trying to do with our time here on Earth. Uh, that's what's most important.
yeah.
Because
Like it's a. Oh, sorry if I cut you off, but
no, no,
yeah,
no, 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 you.
yeah. It's because I know I sometimes go a little bit on the tangent of schooling sometimes because I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of disdain because I had a really awesome teacher one year,
Yeah,
and then in that same class I had like a really bad teacher, and
yeah.
I
I
just
think you talked to Jason about that, right? Yeah.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, that was because then I was going back to it with the technology side. It's like, you know, teachers they are needed because
Yeah.
everybody's a teacher in one extent of the way,
Hmm.
but a lot of us don't realize that schools why they were invented way back then is because they didn't have what we have now to like have all that information. Like school was the hub for information. Nowadays, it's the internet. Anybody's a teacher.
Oh my
Like
gosh! And COVID just turned everything on
yeah.
its head. I mean,
So
so
yeah, and then all that, all those people who probably like invested into like IRL things that now can't use it or can't get the use that they were gonna get out of it, and such
what
as like
IRL?
things like textbooks, I guess, because in Marco's episode, I was talking to him about how you can get textbooks online. Like
Hmm.
you don't in schools, you don't really. Well, I don't know what the general thing is, but you can generally purchase like everything off the internet,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just a student can pull it up on their phone, which
yeah.
I know I'm jumping back to the schooling thing. So I'm like, if you think about it like
No,
that,
this is
it
fascinating to
it
think. I
works.
mean, it really is education. I mean, that we're
Yeah,
talking about, and you there's a place for books, and there's a place for traditional learning,
yeah,
probably, and that, but at the same time, just don't toss it out because it's new. It's like, how can this be better and more,
yeah,
reach more people, and level, sort of the opportunity that people have is incredible. To think that you know, historically, and this is my just civic mind,
hmm
property values were largely tied to the school district you were in.
yeah,
So you have parents that are taking out second mortgages on houses or having to buy homes in areas that they are struggling to live in so they can just get their kid in a good school, right? Which is
yeah,
really fundamentally super important to parents. I mean, I universally, I think that's important. And so with virtual schooling, if you can actually, if any student can go to any school conceivably, as long
yeah,
as they're satisfying all the
yeah,
other sort of stuff that you need out of life, like sports and interactions and all that kind of stuff, how awesome is that to think that, you know what, I don't have to live in this zip code and pay
yeah,
exorbitant taxes to this community to get the same education as if I'm there. I can get living in a rural community that maybe doesn't have the schooling
yeah,
resources, or vice versa. It might be that certain it doesn't there's really no prerequisite anymore for where you are. And think about what that does to the real estate market. You can live anywhere.
yeah.
You
That
can
kind of
go to where
changes
you
it.
want to live, just like work. It's
Yeah,
happening
right
tremendously
now.
with that. And
Yeah,
this ties perfectly into the VR thing too. It's like when where you are doesn't matter
yeah,
anymore, it just, I mean, it's just gonna and fortunately it's a disruptor, and I like disruption
yeah,
because as long as it's used, it can be bad, but it can be a good
yeah,
thing too. It's like some things are way too entrenched, and if you've ever bought a house, holy mackerel, you go into a room and you got all these people sitting around the table, like you're paying money to this person, you're paying money to this person, you're paying money to this person, you're paying money to this person.
yeah.
You're like, what that? Why is that guy here?
Why is he
Well,
here? Yeah,
that's the person that does the blah 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 blah. And then you're like, before you know it, like your half your deposit is gone to like fees.
yeah,
You're like, what is going on? Why don't And these are it's very entrenched, and that's good. Maturity in an industry is good sometimes, but it's like,
yeah,
wow, I'm not subject to living here. I don't have to play by
Yeah.
these rules. If I don't like them, I can go somewhere else. And I really, really like that. And that's good for a community like Cambridge because,
Exactly.
it gives us some flexibility to attract a diverse population of people that aren't beholden to any particular area anymore.
Yeah, that's
We're
why I
seeing it.
like it.